from Concord and 9th. Today I'm here to walk you through our June 2019 new product release. This month we've created products to make your heart flutter. Butterflies that pop, sweet strawberries, potted plants, and a background to coordinate with, well, basically everything. I will be sharing a few details about each product and showing you some projects today, but be sure to check out each individual product page for more inspiring projects and even how-tos on how to use these products. Introducing our herringbone background stamp set. Like plaids, stripes, polka dots, and gingham, we love herringbone. So we had to create this open line herringbone background stamp, which is perfect to use with just about everything. It's more versatile than you might think. Let me show a few ways to use it on your projects. Here we've just stamped it in ink to match our cardstock. Okay, on these examples, we've actually white embossed the stamped image on colored cardstock. And on these examples, we have white embossed on watercolor paper and then just watercolored those beautiful tones, and see how you can do it lighter and darker. It just makes a beautiful, beautiful background. Okay, so those are just a few different ways. Let me show you some projects we've created using this stamp set. This one is so fun. Now we've inked the background, but not perfectly. Just like spot ink it, put your stamp and just kind of randomly stamp it, but not solid ink. Put it on the background, and it makes a beautiful background to our posy fill-in dies on this card. Here, the herringbone is the focus of the card. We've stamped it down in black ink, and then you can just fill in bits and pieces, leaving some open and white, but filling it in with your markers or your alcohol markers. And here's the example where we have done the white embossing on watercolor paper and just filled that in with like a spectrum watercolor wash. I just think it's absolutely beautiful. So, pretty sure you're going to need this herringbone stamp in your crafty stash. Please tag us at Concord and 9th so we can see how you use this stamp on your projects. Here we have our new Butterfly Love Bundle. This month's Turnabout should have your heart all aflutter. With 4 colors of ink and 4 turns of your stamp, you'll end up with a card full of fluttering butterflies and lovely sentiments. I do want to let you know that the stamp set does include the alignment aid. It will come with the stamp set, but if you don't already have one, you'll want to purchase the Turnabout jigs separately. If you're unsure about how to use our Turnabout stamps, on our Turnabout page in our shop, there is a link to a video called Learn to Turn. You'll want to watch that for sure. Here is what the stamp set looks like when you stamp it out. So here it is stamped 1 time in 1 color, 2 times in 2 colors, 3 times in 3 colors, and 4 times in 4 colors of ink. So it really does look great if you just use a few butterflies or all the way up to 4 turns. Here it is stamped out. This is a card front size. You can get an idea of what the size of the butterflies in those 4 colors, which is very pretty. Also in the stamp set, you'll notice that there's a large butterfly. This is separate from the Turnabout, so you can stamp it on its own. It does, so if you stamp the butterfly and you stamp the body together, this is what you end up with, which also coordinates with this die. Okay, so here you have the butterfly die, which you can just die cut from pretty colors of cardstock, or like I said, it does die cut that stamped image as well. There is a little body for the butterfly die. So if you stamp it and then add the die cut butterfly body, you end up with a butterfly like that. So again, you can just stamp directly down, or you can add the detail of the die with your stamping. This die, however, does not cut out the body. Okay, these details would just be too difficult to line up, so you have the option of either die cutting or stamping. And then also in the die, you have these cute little extra butterflies that you can die cut from lots of fun colors, and those just make really great elements on your cards. So let me go ahead and show you some examples of projects that we have made. Okay, here is a really pretty card where we've done the 4 colors of ink for the turnabout and added that cute die cut as our focal point there. And this sentiment, loved, you can stamp right through the body of the butterfly. These other sentiments like change is good and these other ones also will stamp right through the body of the butterfly there. Here is another example of using that turnabout with 4 turns and 4 colors of ink. And then we've added those cute die cut elements of the little butterflies to give it some dimension. Here's one where we've actually stamped the background just tone on tone with butterflies and made this shaker card the focal point. Okay, so you're gonna stamp that inside, do your die cutting, and then add your shaker bits on top. Here is another example of a card where the die cut stamped butterfly is the main focus here, and the background is that herringbone background stamp. Here we've just made the card all about the little butterfly elements, and we've stamped some sentiments on there to give some texture to a few of those butterflies. It's a really cute note card. And here we've also just stamped these butterflies here and added some colors. Some of them are open lines so that you can watercolor those in or color them in with your favorite medium. Okay, if you have yet to try one of our turnabout stamps, this set is a great one to start with because the images overlap intentionally, making it super forgiving when stamping. Give it a try. Introducing our Sweet Strawberries bundle. Oversized strawberry? Yes, please. This giant strawberry is sized to fill up your card front and stamp this berry kind message inside. The coordinating dies make it easy to pop the berries off your cards or even make adorable shaker cards too. Don't limit yourself to just reds either. Think of some fun color combos for your summer crafting. Let's take a look at how to use this. Okay. Here is the large strawberry, which you can die cut the large stamp. Okay, that's stamped down. And then you have the leafy part that you can stamp and die cut both of those. So there's the top of the strawberry. That looks really cute. You can also just die cut it in colored cardstock and stamp that cute message. It was designed to fit right inside that strawberry. So there is another way that you can do it. Also, this little, the word sweet is sized so that you can die cut it right in the middle of that strawberry and you've got that cute peek through. And then you can add your topper on top of that. You could also just use the fallout letters. If you don't want it to be a peek through, you can just use the actual letters and adhere those on. Okay, now I do want to point out that with this die, see inside, you've got this other little piece. If you run this die along with this die together at the same time, you can do it separate or you can run them through together. It actually creates this, which gives you just a little pop-up on the leaf of your strawberry there, just to give that just a little bit more fun dimension on your projects. Okay, we also included a couple of smaller strawberries. So there's, well, I guess that's a medium and a little bit smaller one that die cut these. Okay, and there's also really fun patterns. So you've got this dash and a little polka dot, and then there you go. So there's the medium and small. They also have little leaf tops, which are these dies right here. And you can actually mix and match these. So you could take this smaller one, put the large one on the small, and put the small leaf topper on the medium strawberries. So you can mix and match and give those some different looks. And there's also this cute little blossom die, which die cuts these cute little blossoms to go along with it. Now you may be asking yourself, what is that image in the stamp set? That just allows you to stamp maybe a longer stem, and I will show you an example of that. You could also like curve this before stamping it down if you wanted it to have a curved look, because you've got your photopolymer stamp which will bend. Okay, so those are just some different options that you can do with this. Let me show you the projects that we've created. So here is a card. I'd pick you every time. And we did this in like a coral color, so it doesn't always have to be red. And then we've just added the sweet, we actually die cut and then pieced those back into the card and added the cute little blossoms. And it does have that pop-up element right there on the top of the strawberry. This one, we've done the large polka dot strawberry and then also that cute message, and added in the blossoms and used it with our herringbone background. Here's that example where I was talking about you can mix and match the berries, so you end up with different tops on the different designs. So cute. This one says you're the sweetest pick of the patch, and we paired that with our gingham background. I'm like gingham and strawberries, like that says picnic to me. And this one's really cute. So this is a die from our Petals and Palettes dies. So you can make like a crate full of strawberries. And isn't that cute? You deserve all the good stuff. So do you agree that this bundle is super sweet? Do you have someone in mind that could use a thank you card or a sweet pick-me-up? Snap a photo, post it, and tag us at Concord 9th so we can see your sweet creations. This is a quick video to show you why you want this handy little die release tool on your crafting table at all times. It not only helps you release cardstock from your dies, but it almost becomes a replacement to your fingertips. Okay, let me show you. This is a detailed butterfly wing. Not only does it help you like release the cardstock from the dies, okay, so you can use this, it's got two ends, a pointed end and this little flat spatula. Okay, so if it, like I've run this through the die cut machine and it's stuck in there because this really is a detailed die. So you can just it helps you lift that out of the die. Okay, so you can pull that out and then see how all of the pieces of cardstock didn't fall out. Some stayed in the die and some stayed in my project. So I can use this, the pointed end, the pokey end, to help me release those bits from the wing really quickly. Like you literally just poke that through. It helps you get all those little extra pieces out, okay? And then you just, well, I didn't quite get those ones. Anyway, you get that part. Okay, so it not only helps you poke that out, look how detailed that is. Pretty. But then you can take what's remaining in your die and you would want to get those out before you run it through the next time. Okay, so you can either go this direction and kind of poke the paper out this way, or there's little holes on the back, so you take the pointed end and just poke through those holes and see how they're falling out. Those fall out quickly so that this is all clean for the next time you want to run it through your machine. Okay, so there's a couple of reasons right there why you'd want that for those detailed images. It also works really great on like word dies. Okay, so see how that one, you can easily lift that out, and again you would just poke the extra bits of cardstock out of those middles. Whoops. Okay, here is another one. This is a really small die. Okay, so this is going to help if they're intricate or small at all. This really helps. You can just kind of get in there and it gets started, so you can carefully lift that word out there. Okay, so And then again, just poke out the middles. Okay, another thing that you can do, this is just a solid piece of cardstock here, and say I want to adhere this onto my project, but I'm going to use this 1/4 inch double-sided tape, okay, and I'm going to put that down. Well, I've got nails, so sometimes it's kind of hard to get that backing off, but if you just take, again, the pointy end, it just lifts right off. Like I said, it becomes like replacements for your fingertips. Now, what you can also do is use the spatula end to place it on your project and like just kind of press that adhesive down so this really does stick to your project. Also, it really helps when you have little bits, like if you just want to quickly arrange, you know, these butterflies on your project. I just honestly use it to like move these around. And another thing it really helps with is like if you're using sequins and these are a little bit more difficult to pick up, you can just use either, like you can use the spatula end to pick that up, or you can actually take the pointed end and go like right through the middle of your sequin. And again, it helps in picking those little embellishments up. So at only $5, it's a must-have tool for your crafting needs. If you're like me, you'll want 2 tools in case you misplace one or it's hiding under your other table supplies. Hope this helps. Here is our new beautiful butterfly bundle. There is something beautiful about butterflies, and this stamp set is no exception. From the large painted butterfly to the smaller ones that you can color in, and the beautiful sentiments, we think you'll enjoy crafting with these products. Not only do the dies offer this large butterfly, but also these beautiful detailed wings, there is also a surprise pop-up feature that takes your crafting inside your cards too. Let me show you how to use these. Okay, you can just stamp that beautiful painted butterfly, and when you stamp the body inside, so that's a separate piece, so you can have it be 2 different colors, then you end up with this. Okay, you can also just stamp that painted butterfly and die cut it out with those large butterfly wings, which looks really pretty. You can then die cut the body separate and add that to the middle of your die cut butterfly as well. Okay, like I said, there is this large butterfly, and then which looks pretty just like this, or if you wanted to, you can then add in the detailed wings. Okay, so what you would do first is you will die cut the large butterfly. Then run your detailed dies through your die cut machine. You end up with these. And then you can just adhere those over the top. So pick some colors that look nice together. And then die cut the body. And when you do all of that together, you end up with this really beautiful element that is large and fits great on your cards. Okay, there's also this really cute little butterfly that cuts out these cute little delicate ones to add as accents on your cards. Now you may be asking yourself, what in the world is that piece? Well, that is the pop-up mechanism that helps this butterfly pop, okay? So I'm just gonna show you quickly. You die cut that. There's some score lines, so you fold it, and then you'll end up folding it up like this. Now, I bet you want some more details on how that works. Let me slide these all off to the side and show you. Okay, first you're gonna die cut your large butterfly. I have drawn a pencil mark. That's actually, I just did it for the video. You're not gonna need to pencil this. I just wanted to show you that it is actually scored when you run it through your die cut machine, and that's where the score line is. Okay, you'll also get your card. Again, I drew a pencil mark down the score line of your card because you're gonna want to line those up. And then here is the pop-up mechanism. Again, I drew pencil marks just for the video so you can see where it's scored. So when you run it through your die cut machine, these darker ones are actually slits, in the cardstock, and these 3 right here are score lines. Okay, so you'll just go ahead and fold this, and you'll fold these in as well on those score lines. Okay, and when you put this on the inside of your card, you're gonna wanna work these 2 on the side. Just kind of work your cardstock a little bit. That'll help your butterfly pop up a little bit easier if you work that a little bit. Okay, now this is going to be the back side of your pop-up mechanism, and then you'll slide these 2 together. Okay, so one goes up top, one goes on the bottom, and you'll just connect those. Okay, so you've got this little piece like this. Now, you'll want to generously, actually probably before you slide those together, take this mechanism part and get your adhesive. So this is our double-sided 1/4 inch tape, and don't just put one on there, but be generous. Put it on the entire back element of this mechanism. You're going to want to cover the whole thing. Okay, so go ahead and put that down and cover up the whole back of that piece. Doesn't have to be pretty. No one's going to see it. And then I'm going to use my die release tool here and just lift the backing off of that tear tape. So I have nails, and this helps me. Okay, that is going to, you're going to want to adhere that down. Now go ahead and attach these. Okay, and you're going to want to also put your adhesive on those as well. Okay, so I've got adhesive on the back, adhesive on these 2 little flaps, and that's what's going to hold your butterfly. Now, I did put the pencil marks on here because I want to show you it's important to line these up. So you've got the middle of your card. There's a score line, remember, in the middle of your mechanism. You'll line up with the score line on your card, and then you're going to want to line up the score line on your butterfly to the middle of that as well. So first things first, decide, do you want your butterfly up towards the top, towards the bottom, right in the middle? You just decide where you want it. Like I said, lift that tape off like this, and we're just going to push this down. Again, lining up your score lines. And actually you can use the spatula end of your die here and really push that onto your card. Okay, you want to make sure that that stays put. And then we'll lift off these other backing off of the adhesive. Like so. Okay, and it is ready to put your butterfly wings on. Again, where it's scored, you're just going to put that right in the middle. And then push that onto the back of the wings there. Okay, so see, you've got this element right there. Can you see that? And that's going to help it pop off of your card. When you fold it, make sure that this comes out when you fold it for the first time. Make sure that this comes out with the butterfly and kind of squishes like that. Okay, and then your card folds. And then when you open it, you've got that really fun surprise element. Here's what it looks like when you add the detailed wings to it and everything. So I would make your mechanism like the same color as your card base. Okay, and then when you fold that in, someone's going to get this card that's decorated, and they'll open it up, and they're surprised by this really big, beautiful butterfly that pops right out of the card. So hopefully that helped you understand how to use the mechanism. And let me show you some projects that we've created with this beautiful butterfly bundle. Okay, so we've just decorated the outside of the card. We've used a few of those cute little butterfly elements, this row of polka dots to create our own little background. And then when you open it up, again, you have that big, beautiful butterfly right in the middle. Again, we've done the decorating on the inside of the card too. Here is another one where we've just used a spectrum of butterflies and made it super simple. You don't always have to do that mechanism on the inside. Okay, here is one where we've actually used our Butterfly Love Turnabout stamp and some gold embossing, but it works and pairs great with this bundle too, because you've got that fun butterfly that pops up inside and you've added your stamping elements on the inside. Here is another one where we've actually put the ink on the stamp and spritz the stamp before stamping it down. It kind of gives it that watercolor modern look, and our herringbone background. And again, you open it up. Sorry, these have been open and closed a few times, but there you go. And we've just added the cute little butterfly elements and this little splatter stamp to make the inside look really pretty. Okay, and one more, I just wanted to show you that the span of the butterfly fits across your card if it's a landscape card. Isn't this a beautiful card? And we've used our gold glimmer paper on the detail of those wings and just took that sentiment and stamped it repeatedly in the background. And so you can use this as a pop-up element or just use it as a big, beautiful element on your card. So who is ready to create some surprise pop-up cards with this beautiful butterfly bundle? We'd love to see what you create. Be sure to tag us at Concord 9th. Introducing our Rooting for You bundle. We love trendy home decor such as letterboards and succulents. So why not create a stamp and die combo to reflect this fun trend? You have so many options in this stamp set to mix and match the plants and pots, use them on their own, or add them to shelving like you would on a wall in your home. Let me show you how. Okay, this one has a lot going on, so I'm going to go over it quickly. Now, there are 3 different ways to use this stamp set, okay? You can just stamp the solid pieces. So see, you've got a solid pot and then the solid leaves, like this. Or you can just use the outline version, and then you can color that in with your favorite medium, or you can combine the 2 together. Stamp the outline and then stamp the solid pieces over the top for really quick coloring, if you will. Okay, so there are 3 different ways to use this. Let's show you how to mix and match the pots and plants here. Okay, so I'm going to show you some of the dies. So these are like the little sprigs of the plants that you can die cut around, and then you've got the different pots, okay, that you can mix and match with these as well. So if you stamp your leaves and die cut them, same with the pot, and add the 2 together, these are what you get. So on this one we just did 2. It's just a single right here, but we did 2 and added it to the pot. And then, like I said, you have those solid images for stamping. So on this little one, it's this stamp right here that goes with that pot. So you just stamp that line inside the pot. Okay. Then there's more, don't you worry. There's a bigger leaf with that pot, and then a couple of other pots. Okay, so you can stamp those large leaves with that cute vase to get this, a little aloe with this pot, this is the same as this one over here. It's just in a different pot. And then you've got this same little sprig right here that goes in this pot. So it is super fun to mix and match which pots and which plants you're going to use. Okay, and then I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the letterboard, okay? Let's see. So you've got an outline of a frame, and then you have these fun sentiments like "so very happy for you, always rooting for you," that you would stamp down. And when you put the 2 together, you've got a cute letterboard. So you've got that die that does that, and then here's the other version. So very happy for you. And there's also a cute one with just like a heart in the middle, and there's a solid heart right here, or there's an outline that you can fill that in, or you could leave it blank. And then this sentiment, "you make the world a better place," also fits inside the letterboard with a cute double stamped heart there. Okay, now you might be wondering what these pieces are in the stamp set. these are your shelves. Okay, so you've got a short shelf and a long shelf that you can put your plants on. So that's in the stamp set. Now in the die, we just included the one shelf. It's this piece right here. It's this long piece. Okay, because you can die cut the long shelf like this. And if you want a shorter shelf, you just take that same piece and you just clip it in half and make it whatever length you want it to be. Also in the die, there's this really cute hello sentiment, which, by the way, fits really cute on the shelf. And then you also have this cute little heart that you can then embellish. Take your heart and you could actually place it over the top of that one, or just have it as a cute accent on your cards. Okay, so that was a lot to go over, but I want to show you some examples of what we've created with this set. So don't mind me while I just slide all this off to the side and show you. Here is what a completed card looks like with the cute shelves. You've got mixed pots and plants that are mixed up, and then you've also included that cute letterboard. And of course, we've added the herringbone background stamp to make it look like a wall in your home. Okay, here is another one where we've got a short shelf, long shelf, the cute different plants. This is a cute little gold glittery heart there, and with our shiplap background. Here is a more simplified version where we're just using the greenery and making that letterboard the focus. Here we've just done stamping, so you can make it super simple. And we didn't even color in all of the pots, just add little splashes of color here and there. Here's one where we didn't even use a shelf. You can just have your cute pots there, and we added those watercolor elements. And then here's one that uses that cute hello die cut on the shelf with a plant and the cute letterboard. So this Rooting for You stamp and die combo can have you crafting all year round with heartfelt sentiments. Be sure to tag us at Concord 9th so we can see how you use this trendy bundle. Okay, here it is, our full June 2019 new product release. We hope you are as excited as we are to start creating with these products. Be sure to check out each individual product page for inspiring projects and how-tos. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, and YouTube. Tag us when you make projects too. Use hashtag Concord and 9th. Happy crafting!